Hello all, in today's video we're going to talk about Savior of the Chamber of Puissance, the Leviathan's Heart. This one, in my opinion, is the, I don't, what's the word I would say, most annoying to do. I've tried many different ways to make this easier, but the most reliable way is going slow and steady. So let's talk about the event first, how to beat it and everything, and then where do the achievements come into play. Excuse me, coughing a bit, so trying to not cough into you guys while we're doing it. When you zone in, there are going to be two trash that you need to kill. They roam around the outer circle. You do want to kill them because the boss will teleport around, and you guys could possibly aggro them during the event. One thing that I would strongly suggest is marking the boss. Slash G mark 3. Reason being is that 3. Hold on, gotta make myself group leader. Reason why is group mark 3 is going to add 3 target rings as opposed to 1. So there's that. Okay, so the event starts off by handling these soldiers. There are 2 of them. You hail it, and then you kill them. Boss will activate. Everything in this event, mechanics, everything is percentage based. So this will be in the description for folks, and these are approximations depending on lag or anything like that. It may vary from 1% or so. So be mindful of that. 90%, 2 remnants will spawn. These will not be active, so you would have to target them. They won't show up on the target. You kill them. You don't kill them, they will despawn after a certain point. I believe like 30 seconds or something like that. It's not a lot of time. So if you don't have a strong DPS group or burst group, they will poof after a while. 80% is phase change, where the boss will deactivate and fly around the room clockwise. So this is why I mark it so that you see it, without having to target it. You're going to need to deal with 2 waves of 2 energists. They spawn, on the entrance ways. They're light and dark energists. They will emote you with dark energy or light energy, and that's one of the achievements, is where if you get the light energy, you don't want to hit the light mob. If you get the dark energy, you don't want to hit the dark mob. So as a tank, no weapon, bandolier, or just turn your back. The debuff fades very quickly. Then you can resume what you need to do. After the 2 waves, the boss will land, and it will teleport around the room at 75. When it teleports, it stays there for like 2 ticks or something like that, so it can't be moved. It will summon you, so just like summon tank it, just back away so you don't take damage, or DPS it, whatever your flavor is. 70% or so, it will teleport again around the room. Then at this point, make sure your healer follows you, or you bring the boss back to your healer. At 67%, 2 remnants will spawn again. You kill them or you don't kill them. Do whatever you need to do. 62 teleport, and so forth. I'm not going to read this all through now, but again, this will be in the description, and as we're watching the video, you'll see this happen. Alright, so at that point then, 55, you kill it, and so forth. So achievements. Sorry. Okay, so hold on, I want the thing. Okay, defeat all the remnants before the custodian re-enters the battlefield. This one here, I had the most problem trying to figure out how it works, because we would come in with a strong DPS group, kill all of them, but we wouldn't get the achievement. So there was something up, like we were killing them all. So what we determined is that you have to kill them or let them despawn before it goes in, like the boss phase changes, or before it teleports. Because the way the game works is sometimes when it teleports, it thinks for a split second that the boss left the battlefield. So the achievement would fail. So what we do is And this is again the most sure way is before it teleports or before the phase change, make sure all the remnants are dead or depopped. So these inactive ones, you don't need to kill them. That's fine. You just let them despawn. But the remnants that are active, you do need to kill them before they teleport. And again, this is not consistent. Sometimes, depending on the tick, it won't like register as it leaving. So if you're not lagging or something like that, the game is not gonna think it left the battlefield when it teleported. But if the server is lagging or the instance lagging, it will. So you don't want to like play those odds because the game is always lagging. So just always kill the remnants or let them despawn before the phase change or deactivates. Next thing is no energists hit by the shutter. Spell cause damage. So basically, there's going to be emotes where it says the heart is pulsating. Get out of the south side or west side, east side, north side, whatnot. The group mission right now, there's some typos, so the directions is wrong. But there's a yellow decal that falls in the room. So just don't be there when with the energist, and you'll get that achievement. No one be in there. Just always stay out of the yellow. And then the last one, allow no explosions or light or explosion. That's kind of what I mentioned earlier, where the energist will put a light energy or dark energy on the person that it hits. So not necessarily the tank, it's the person that it hits. So whoever gets that debuff, gotta let it fade, and it fades fairly quickly. You just can't hit the like one. So light energy can't hit the light mob. If you get the dark energy, can't hit the dark mob. So just be mindful of that. Alright, so let's watch the video. This is a longer one because we're slow rolling it to make sure that we get it. Okay, so I always mark the mob as you see here. So thank you Niz also for the target ring. It's pretty. Makes me want to think I want to eat a gyro for some reason. Okay, anyway, here we go. Start the event. Oh, we should make this 2 times speed. Okay, so here we go, DPSing, and then you see here, takes a little bit longer. Very important thing to note is with the boss, you pull it away from the wall. That gives a greater chance of the remnants spawning like near him. If it's against the wall, there's a chance it spawn out and it will be like on the other side of the room or something stupid like that. So if you pull it onto that purple area like you saw there, the remnants, are closer, and then you guys have a greater chance of killing it. I want to show you guys one thing real quick. Over here, you see there's 2 in there. If you control left click, it will give you 1. You'll loot 1, and you won't have like that, quantity window. So control left click will give you 1. So I looted 1, and then now I'm looting the other with the cleric. So what that lens does is you just keep it in your inventory, and then the boss is going to randomly target people later on to silence and blind them. This blocks it. You could also DA yourself. It's like the malicious eye looks at somebody or something like that. So you saw the eastern portion, the yellow decal, that's for the shutter achievement. As long as no one's in there and the energists are not in there, you're good. Alright, so we're at this 2 waves of 2 right now. This is the second wave. And you see, I turn my back, the energy light his strengths, the debuff fades, and then you go at it. DPS. There's no real burn phase because you can see everything happens at percent base, and if you're going for achievements, you want to control it. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to start getting teleported around. This is first teleport's about 75%. Oh, and the ads at 77. Okay. Then move it away. DPS. Then see, just getting summoned ponged. Very useful thing is the no damage, the darkened cone from Hardcore Heritage. Sublist is very useful. Alright, so the 67% ones. The other one, you see, it could go out of the room. So I don't know if they kill it or not, but there we go. We go. So this part here coming up, the 57% ads. This is the most important one. You don't want to DPS the boss because 55, it's the face change. So you have only 2% window. And you can see I'm not even doing anything with the bard. He's just standing there. This is slow roll, and then teleport. Because you see here, 57 is teleport and 2 remnants inactive. That malicious eye fails at Elas, so that's the lens thing. I'm gonna loot another. I just say screw it, I just loot both. Because the group has at this point. Alright, so I push the phase, then here we go. And then the energy, you see we gotta move the group. I move the cleric and the bard and the energists. That's where one of the things is mistake. It said south, but it wasn't there obviously. That energist dropped. Alright, so now we're at 45%. It's going to be 2 remnants and they're inactive. There they go. Switch off, kill them. There's one on the far side, one close to me. Then next thing is 2 energists at 40. There they go. The energy comes, I have my back, it debuff fades. See that malicious eye focuses on Ganarak, he has a lens already, so we don't need to worry about getting silenced. Alright, so now 35 is the remnants, there they go. So, like you say, we're controlling the tempo, making sure we get the stuff dead, not pushing the phase. And then towards the end is the percentages get really close. The summon pong starts to happen. Not the most fun part for the tank getting chain summoned. If you have 2 tanks, it probably is going to be easier. But yeah. So we're at the 20%. 18-ish is going to be a 26%. So we still got 2 remnants at 22. Alright, so here we go. The 22% remnants. And these, as you see here, they're active. So if you set them to free grab, the group could just take them as they need. They don't need to loot. We make sure those were dead before we push the phase, which is 18, the teleports. Next teleport is 15-ish or so, somewhere around there. There it goes. And that is with 2 energists, as you see they just spawned as well. So knowing the percentages when things happen really helps a lot. So they'll be in the description. This mission here, I would say, is the second easiest to solo. For those reasons alone, that you spawn the ads when you want them. You don't need to push anything. And nothing special happens here. Just another thing to note is at 2% the remnants spawn, so just kill those. before killing the boss. There's probably easier ways, but I have found nothing reliable. If folks know the sure mechanics of this, how to get it 100% of the time, please comment. I would love to know it, but this is the only way I know to guarantee it. Like, is to slow roll it this way. 100% of the time, if you do it this way, you will get the no remnants for sure. I've done these missions a lot so far, but maybe I'm missing something. Maybe they'll change things. I don't know, but if someone knows a better way, please let me know. And that's it, folks. That's how I get the savior for the heart mission. Again, these will be in the description. I find these very useful. Use them. If anyone needs Gina triggers, please message me on Discord or send me a tell in Drenell, and I will get them to you. And again, thanks, Allison, for the Gina triggers that I could share for folks. Alright, that's it, folks. I will catch you later. Thanks again.